Typen hier im Haus, wenn ihr wisst, was läuft. Ihr wisst, Hip-Hop ist euer Ding, noch seid ein bisschen enttäuscht. So viel Stress, ihr trinkt euch voll, bis das Gewissen ersäuft. Alle, die wissen, was läuft, sagt Curse.
Seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao, who takes a good fighter and just takes him apart. Right hand lead by Maidana that sticks. Another right hand. Broner goes down for the first time in his career. He's hurt back. And he's hurt.
Weight training has never been an accepted norm in the sport of boxing. Neither is the recording of every movement in what may be the most detailed training analysis in the history of the sport. In the past, part of Michael's conditioning involved long-distance runs to supposedly build stamina and leg strength. But that's also changed. Modeled after a track conditioning program, this very intense form of running is geared to simulate boxing's 3-minute round and 1 minute of rest. In addition to exercise, but equally important, is proper nutrition to assure that Michael build muscle and not fat. What was an 1,800-calorie diet is now a 4,500-calorie diet, consisting of 65% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and 15% fat. In the last 15 weeks following the McDonald fight, Michael's weight has climbed to approximately 200 pounds, yet his body fat percentage is only 7.2%. In the 3 months it's taken Michael Spinks to transform himself into a heavyweight, the sport of boxing has witnessed a training approach never seen before. Reading his case as Holmes was complaining to Carlos Padilla, Spinks says, "I'm not doing anything." Combination by Spinks. Right hand lead. Spinks, the aggressor. Combinations by Michael Spinks. He's not afraid, Barry. Just has that hand in the face of Spinks. Spinks has a hand lift. Holmes is really just trying to intimidate Spinks, and it's absolutely not working. Look at Michael. Michael is still aggressive. The right hand was thrown by Larry. The right hand, but I can't believe Michael. Spinks is getting in there and mixing it up and is essentially saying, "You can't hurt me. I'm taking your best." He's not showing any respect for Larry, but also, can he keep this up? This pace, so neither man has really been hurt. 3-punch combination by Spinks. Oh! That was a very, very good round from Michael Spinks. Punches off balance, but somehow they find their mark. Every round, between rounds, it just seems like agony, and Michael's too bad. Chopping right by Spinks. Spinks is better inside. There was a right hand by Larry Holmes and a good one. And Holmes is going to have to do it right now. He has no time to waste, and he is just about out of time. This one is over. Listen to the crowd.
And Judge Larry Wallace scores 145-142 for the winner by unanimous decision and new IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Spinks.
I have to tell you, I don't think Tommy Hearns looks as sharp early as we've seen him in recent fights. He's throwing his punches with not the same leverage. He may knock Barkley out, but right now, he's not throwing his punches with the leverage he has in early in other fights recently. Well, that's good. Those body shots have hurt Iran Barkley very badly.
The crowd sensing something. Hearns continues to go to the body with a left uppercut. By Barkley, and Hearns is down. A lunging right.
He's not going to get up, Al. does, it's a miracle.
He's on his knees. He gets up. Just before being counted out, he gets up.
Seems to me there was a long count. I don't know.
Can he survive the third round? Wow. Richard Steele steps in. Hearns goes through the ropes.
What a turnaround.
It's over. Iran Barkley has upset Thomas Hearns here in the third round. And here's the new WBC middleweight champion.
As Lewis across the ring.
Shades of honor. He got a brand new heavyweight champion, and he's from the United States.
That meets Ezra Childs, the world's heavyweight champion, in a scheduled 15-round bout for the title. Oh, a terrific left hook to the jaw. Childs is down. The champion is down flat on his face. That was a perfectly timed punch. Walcott just walked across the ring and planted that left hook square on Childs' jaw. Ezra was just about to throw a right. Childs is really out. He can't possibly get up. It's the end of the fight, and Jersey Joe Walcott wins the World Heavyweight Championship. One of the greatest upsets in ring history. There's the new champion over in his corner, receiving a greater pounding from his friends than he took from Childs during the whole fight. Boy, are they happy.
Сильная сечка. Мы видим у Винса Филлипса.
Blowing and landing at just about an equal rate. A right hand buckled Sue inside. Indeed, his knees suddenly came unhinged, and Sue is still wobbling as Phillips goes after it. Then Phillips on the verge of a big upset here. Sue is out on his feet. And that's it. It's Phillips has finally won a world title. Yes! 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 Put the gold rules again. Yes!
張り込んできます。右のパンチ。軽くヒットします。来るたびにというか11ヶ月ぶりのこの日本の試合です。チャンピオンゲバラ。西岡さん、以前見たよりもちょっと体も大きくなったと思えばいい。ナイス右思いっきり、あるいはいいクロス。そうそう。ゲバラだってると思いますよ。そうですか。捉えるな。ナイスになります。ボディにはボディズバだ。左当てました。右のストレート。ボディど真ん中。リゾーチ右のストレート。ナイスペースありますもん。右です。抜けないのは先ほど確認したように右乗りつつあります。いいパスだ。木村優追い打ちをかけていきたいところです。うなずきました。非常に連続し含めて若干前に踏み出してまた追っかけられまして、木村優このラウンド出ていってます。右逃げ込もうというチャンピオン。途中でそうですね。
ポイント1ラウンド取って
タイミングを変えてまいります。さあ詰めていきます。オリバーです。西岡さん、チャンピオン今日一か。これが今日一。木村が気がつきました。右のパンチを振っていきます。ペドロ・ゲバラも逃げ込む戦いを見せています。チャンピオンお返し左2日前に32歳の誕生日迎えた中にチャンピオン左逃げいいパンチだ。村さん、陣営は定見陣営は、いいストレート、いいパンチだ。いいクロスです。
76、76、そうか、77、75、
いいぞ。明らかにパンチ右カウンター、ちょっとこらえ、一発最後見せて終われるか。試合終了です。逃げ切ったかチャンピオン。
Winner by split decision, WBC light flyweight, new champion.
木村勝った。営業マンだって世界を取れる。世界を取りました。木村優。
the belief out of him remains to be seen. But right now Bernard is showing a multiplicity of skills as he continues to outbox Tito.
I don't believe what I'm seeing. I don't believe it.
Hopkins neck. Bernard lands a straight right hand up the pipe with the right hand and move out of the way. And there's another big right hand. And again he moves out of the way. Most of the crowd on its feet as they watch the two fighters trade through the round and beyond.
And Trinidad almost looks out on his feet.
Oh, huge right hand. Huge right hand by Hopkins. Down goes Trinidad. I'm not sure Tito can get up. He's got the desire. He's never been knocked out. This fight is over. Steve Smoker stops it. He knocked out Trinidad.
Bernard Hopkins has put himself up there in the list of all the great middleweights. His 14th consecutive defense of his title.
More logical than 10.
That was a good left hook by Maryaga.
Yep, it caught Forrest. And down goes Forrest. Marty Denkin.
I think that was a correct call by Marty Denkin. Fox of landing shots that ordinarily.
Whoa, what an uppercut.
Yeah.
Mayorga says, I've got an uppercut too.
Forrest is
right, busts him right in the ducks. Big right hand by Mayorga.
Forrest put in a good left hook a moment ago, and that hurt.
Vernon wobbling on his feet as he threw the right hand. He goes down in the face of a crunching right cross.
And that time he was seriously hurt.
Yeah, look at the wobbling in Vernon Forrest. Marty Denkin stops the fight. Marty Denkin stopped the fight. And Ricardo Mayorga has done it.
Let's see Vernon Forrest come into the ring rapid the next time.
Up with a series of 7 devastating punches. Tunney goes down for the first time in his career. Dempsey stays near the fallen fighter, but referee Dave Barry points for Jack to move to a neutral corner. Only then does he begin the count. Is Tunney dazed, or is he wisely taking full advantage of these precious extra seconds? At the referee's count of 9, but after 14 seconds have elapsed, Gene is getting off the canvas. Then, unabashedly, he gets on a bicycle to stay away from a rampaging Dempsey, who had scored only after 17 rounds of magnificent. Gene Tunney overwhelmingly the winner. But a long count gives sporting buffs something to discuss whenever they get together.
Plenty more still there, one suspects. And Lewis working again behind that jab. He's got very fast hands for a big man, very athletic. Lewis unbeaten, remember, after 25 fights. Oh, he's got him! Oh, Lewis walked into a right hand, and that was the sucker punch that they worried about. And Lewis staggers, and the referee has decided it's all over. My goodness, what an upset, and Lennox Lewis's career must now be in tatters.
Chavez's fight, and he's keeping it almost as even as can be. He is letting it fly. He is not holding anything back.
Frankie Randall is living a dream right now. Oh, down goes Chavez for the first time in his career.
Unbelievable.
Flush on the face.
And now it's goodbye title, Bobby.
He is in trouble. Look at his legs. He's backing up against Randall. The first man to put Julio Cesar Chavez on the canvas. 5 seconds.
What a round!
114 to 113 in favor of out the winner and new champion, Frankie the Surgeon Randall.
Judge said, I won. One judge said, nobody won. Nobody said he won. Me being the man that I am, he said, well, let me do it again. I think I can win. Okay, ain't that what y'all want to see? Well, that's why I'm here.
Staying attacker this time.
To the other corner, he's not as he puts it, mouthing off. He's probably saying, well, I was a hungry kid once, and when he was a hungry kid, he went in to defeated Sonny Liston for the championship. Big margin, 130-135.
Buck scores 144, 141. The new
one of the greatest upsets in the history of the heavyweight championship, Leon Spinks.
This 24-year-old Donaire has the style and skill to severely test Darchinyan, but can he do it?
Darchinyan, 28-0, has never been dropped or hurt or even remotely threatened in the ring.
And Nonito Donaire fighting for his first world title. Nonito's older brother Glenn manhandled by Darchinyan last October.
The very interested spectator on hand to support his kid.
And it's a good weapon.
Left hand by Donaire to the head. He's 5.
There's the jab by Nonito Donaire working well.
Oh, look out! Darchinyan down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet! In terrible shape, it's all over! It's all over! Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion!
This new trainer, and he's hurt. And he's shot, and he's shot. Huge left, and down goes Amir Khan again. And the he's got the bait in the over. Oh, he's going to have to be stopped. He's flattened in the corner. He's counted out, and it's one of the biggest stunners in British boxing history of the modern era.
We know what you're about, George. You don't know nothing about me. You'll find out Saturday. Thank you.
All you do is run around reading clippings and hearing them press about me. You don't know nothing about me.
You'll find out Saturday night, George. Saturday night you'll find out, George. Saturday
night. You don't know
anything
about me. You don't know nothing about me.
You better get a crane to pick you up out of the ring. Get a crane. Get a crane. Get a crane.
Okay. Tell Michael Moore that. Convince him that. Tell him what I am. Tell him what I want to be there. What am I going to be? What am I going to be on the field then? If I'm not going to be the preacher, what am I going to be? The devil?
Atlas, here we go again with the Atlas. Michael Moore is
down goes Moore on a right hand. It happened. It happened.
I can't believe it.
And we noticed a guy over there quietly training by himself. Every day he was at the gym, and they told me he was going to be fighting Zab Judah. So yeah, okay, must have been a joke. I mean, there's nothing that impressive about it.
I think the only person who thought that Valdemar could win the Judah fight was Valdemar. Remember, this is Zab Judah fighting in his backyard, and he's fighting Carlos who?
And new champion Carlos Valdomir.
How about that? What an upset!
It was a title fight in New York City at the Garden, and he came in and beat a good fighter to win the championship. That makes it a huge win, not just a big win.
This is a stay busy fight for Kirkland. It's his third fight of the last 5 weeks, so really a stay very busy fight. It's a build Kirkland back up to the top during his comeback kind of fight. Ishida represents the best opponent of his comeback so far, and it's a showcase fight. Kirkland's supposed to beat the hell out of him.
Now let's see if he can handle Kirkland. Kirkland has taken 3 rounds to deal with 2 opponents, and now he gets caught on a quick counter right inside and goes down. No one expected that.
Jim, he is hurt. Kirkland's in trouble. Knockdown from a guy who can't punch.
That's exactly right. A guy with only 6 knockouts in 28 previous fights, 30 previous fights. Kirkland arouses a lot of enthusiasm as a monster. He's getting badly out-techniqued right now by Nobuhiro Ishida, who looks utterly fearless, and that isn't the profile that most Kirkland opponents portray. Down goes Kirkland a second time. Kirkland obviously isn't covering or holding up. He wants to fight back, and he's getting countered at every turn by Nishida, who's been brilliant so far.
Kirkland is a sitting duck for Ishida's right hand. There it is again.
Third knockdown now, and Joe Cortez is stopping the fight. James Kirkland was fighting Cortez to try to get up, and Cortez pushed him down. He stopped the fight. James Kirkland has been knocked out. I would be saying that this is the most shocking thing I've seen in 25 years of calling fights, because I frankly did not believe the Japanese fighter had a chance.
Well, he's here because he can't punch. Ishida, the Japanese fighter, is here to be cannon fodder for Kirkland. Again, this was supposed to be a showcase for Kirkland. He was supposed to beat the hell out of Ishida.
Oh, good right hand from Braddock. Oh, and that's a good right. Good short right hand, and Braddock's in trouble. He was wobbled by that. It was the short right hand which did the damage. They're talking to Braddock's corner. But it's not enough, and Braddock like a man inspired. And Braddock maybe, as the two embrace, maybe he's pulled off one of the great comeback stories of all time. So the celebrations begin. Braddock's won it. Max Baer failing in his first defence, and James J. Braddock from New Jersey, aged 29 in his 84th professional fight, is champion of the world.
He was very popular with the women, and it's said that he left his legs in Paris. It was a shock to the boxing world.
I had a very nice time in Europe. Very sorry that I did not bring back the championship, but I promise you I'll do the best I can September the 12th to bring the middleweight championship back to America.
I'm far. I'm Lawrence Shaw that made Lewis rock his head. 9 of St. Louis
king of the world. Hold it. I'm pretty. Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a mad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I must be the greatest. I told the world, I talk to God every day. If God's with me, can't nobody be against me. I shook up the world.
And he did it. He pulled it off. And nobody, even the big sports writers, they were in awe over what he had done.
Like the overachieving warrior that he is.
Oh, down goes Tyson. A left hook. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That was a body shot.
Oh, Tyson's in trouble. Holyfield smothers Tyson. Looking to put Tyson down and end the fight. Tyson in dire trouble. He's saved by the bell.
Mike is out on his feet.
Continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. The Talbot stops the fight. And Holyfield has
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
mayhem. It is bedlam.
Will finish things in his
the uppercut.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson.
初めてのダウン、タイソンが初めてのダウンです。プロに入った初めてのダウン。屈辱的なダウン。
Let's go ahead and call it the biggest upset in the history of heavyweight championship fights. Say it now, gentlemen. James Buster Douglas, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Some do it illegal, others just want more than their equal. Try not to get caught up in the evil. This goes out to my hustling people. Just do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Typ mir im Haus, wenn ihr wisst, was läuft. Ihr wisst, Hip-Hop ist euer Ding, noch ein bisschen enttäuscht. So viel Stress, ihr trinkt euch voll, bis das Gewissen ersäuft. Alle, die wissen, was läuft, sagt was.
Those body shots have hurt Iran Barkley very badly.
The crowd sensing something.
Hearns continues to go to the body with a left uppercut. Oh, brother! A right by Barkley, and Hearns is down! A lunging right,
He's not going to get up, Al. If he does, it's a miracle.
He's on his knees. He gets up. Just before being counted out, he gets up.
Seems to me there was a long count. I don't know.
Can he survive the third round? Wow. Richard Steele steps in. Hearns goes through the ropes.
What a turnaround.
It's over. Iran Barkley has upset Thomas Hearns here in the third round. And he is the new WBC middleweight champion.
As Lewis across the ring.
Every round, between rounds, it just seems like agony, and Michael's too bad. Chopping right by Spinks. Spinks is better inside. There was a right hand by Larry Holmes and a good one. And Holmes is going to have to do it right now. He has no time to waste, and he is just about out of time. This one is over. Listen to the crowd. And Judge Larry Wallace scores 145-142 for the winner by unanimous decision and new IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Spinks.
I have to tell you, I don't think Tommy Hearns looks as sharp early as we've seen him in recent fights. He's throwing his punches with not the same leverage. He may knock Barkley out, but right now, he's not throwing his punches with the leverage he has in other fights recently.
Well, that's good.
Has witnessed a training approach never seen before. His case as Holmes was complaining to Carlos Padilla. Spinks says, I'm not doing anything. Combination by Spinks. Right hand lead. Spinks, the aggressor. Combinations by Michael Spinks. He's not afraid, Barry. Oh, come on, fight. And again, Holmes just has that hand in the face of Spinks. Spinks has a hand lifted. Holmes is really just trying to intimidate Spinks, and it's absolutely not working. Look at Michael. Michael is still aggressive. The right hand was thrown by Larry. The right hand. But I can't believe Michael. Spinks is getting in there and mixing it up and is essentially saying, you can't hurt me. I'm taking your best. He's not showing any respect for Larry, but also, can he keep this up? At this pace, neither man has really been hurt. Three-punch combination by Spinks. Oh! That was a very, very good round from Michael Spinks. Punches off balance, but somehow they find their mark. Weight training has never been an accepted norm in the sport of boxing. Neither is the recording of every movement in what may be the most detailed training analysis in the history of the sport. In the past, part of Michael's conditioning involved long-distance runs to supposedly build stamina and leg strength. But that's also changed. Modeled after a track conditioning program, this very intense form of running is geared to simulate boxing's 3-minute round and 1 minute of rest. In addition to exercise, but equally important, is proper nutrition to assure that Michael build muscle and not fat. What was an 1,800-calorie diet is now a 4,500-calorie diet, consisting of 65% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and 15% fat. In the last 15 weeks following the McDonald fight, Michael's weight has climbed to approximately 200 pounds, yet his body fat percentage is only 7.2%. In the 3 months it's taken Michael Spinks to transform himself into a heavyweight, the sport of boxing